Cove Rangers versus Alloa. Flying solo today is Kieran's in hospitality, so just a one commentator. It's awkward conditions to start the day. The fog's obviously rolled in, and that's going to be interesting on the game. We'll see if the game actually goes ahead. We've got 5 minutes until the supposed kick-off, but the conditions have been improving over the last half hour. As we go through the teams, Cove Rangers in goals, Mackenzie. Number 2, Morgan Neal. Number 3, Milne. Number 4, Scully. Number 5, Ross. Number 8, Yule. Number 9, Megginson. Number 10, Masson. Number 13, McAllister. Number 16, Vigers. Number 24, Fivey. On the benches, number 11, McIntosh. So I'm going to. Oh, aye, but he's been on the booze. I'm sitting there, you're not allowed. You can't commentate and say you got private. What's that? Aye. I mean, it was like this coming up. Was it? Yeah. Didn't have lights on or anything. I would not be able to. So just as we go through the teams, you catch people you meet from Alloa. Well, that was on the bench for Cove Rangers. It was McIntosh, 15 Anderson, 17 Adeyemo, number 18 Robertson, number 20 Leach, number 23 Kyle Gurley. Alloa are unchanged from the side that threw away the win. Threw away the game again last week, but the manager was mostly happy with the performance, so he's named an unchanged side. In goals it's David Hutton, number 2 Scott Taggart, number 5 Andy Graham, number 8 John Robertson, number 6 Mark Dundon, number 15 Charlie Gilmore, number 7 David Colley, number 19 Mohammed Yang, number 11 Boyd, and number 12 Stefan Skugel. Sorry, and of course number 22 Henry Scott. On the benches, number 21 Keir Burt, number 18 Connor Salmon, number 23 Fernando Mendy, number 18 Adam King, number 20 O'Donnell, and number 3 Daniel Church, number 25 Tom Lane. Just 3 minutes before kick-off, Cove are obviously sitting top of the league, so the games are not getting very easy. Certainly Alloa's run of performances, you'd have probably expected them to pick up maximum points against the Barton East Fife. The other one was as well, but it's been a poor return. No wins in the last 5, just the 2 draws against Falkirk and Montrose. But Cove Rangers, on the other hand, they're flying. 3 points clear at the top of the league. 2 top scorers in the league. Or 2 of the top 2 scorers, I should say. 2 top strikers. McAllister chipping in with 11 goals, and I think Megginson's on 8. Henderson's got a better goal to games ratio. It's certainly going to be a big ask for Alloa to score their opponents. Hi, you're right. I am live, Kieran. That's it. I've joined with my co-commentator there. He's enjoyed a few babies before the game because he's been in hospitality, so I'm sure he's glad the game's kicked off. But I can tell you that he's not very confident. I think Alloa won't get a result against the top of the league side. I'm more confident because if there's a team we can play against, it's usually the top of the league. I said unchanged side, Andy Graham again taking up his position as captain. See how difficult the conditions are going to be today. Does look like it's going to be Henderson to kick us off. Alloa kicking at what is the industrial park end of the ground. It's not a great position for a football stadium. It's a tiny stadium, but not in the greatest of areas, I would say. Just looking how Alloa line up. It's going to be Kevin Colley behind the striker. Scoogle out wide on the right, just as normal. It looks like they're going to line up for kick-off, aiming for Taggart. He's certainly up on the halfway line. Underway, straight back to Durnan. It's a nightmare to see across there. Bad conditions. We'll see if this game lasts. Certainly, I was thinking back in the past, and Alloa have been done by the fog before. I remember in the championship where points were a premium. They needed to beat Morton. They were winning against Morton when the fog rolled in with about 10 minutes to go. That game didn't last the course. We'll see if this one does. So far, Cove Rangers with the ball. It's finally knocking it across his back line. It's a nightmare to see over that far side. He's going to pick it up, and thankfully it looks like he's going to bring it over to the visible side of the park. He's going to launch it long. Durnan cuts it out between him and Andy Graham to get the ball away. Saying that, switching it across. Taggart launching it up to Henderson. Picked up by Colley. Switched out wide. Stephen Boyd into Senna. Oh, it is in it, the goalkeeper. How much you can see of that. It's taken by Mackenzie. Again, quick thinking by Kevin Colley. It's just a nightmare to see anything in this fog. Again, the game's kicked off, and it seems the sod's law that the fog's got thicker. Kind of struggling to see that far side now. Taggart driving down the near side. Put it straight out the park because he's trying to find Scoogle, I imagine. It's Cove coming over the halfway line. That's the right hand side. As I can see barely nothing myself. Very difficult. Dink through, and McAllister, who's found himself in space, is called offside by a linesman that I can't quite make out. There is a flag somewhere out there in the fog. Joys of Scottish football. And Alloa had the same problems there when we were on the BBC. disrupted. No, sorry, Dundee game disrupted by the fog. Alloa open to take it short. I mean, David Hutton's been excellent in his distribution so far this season. Same with it far. It's going to be headed away. Will be claimed in the middle by Senna. Cole with the option to Taggart wide. Plenty of space down this right hand side so far. Henderson, who's dropped deep, looking to link up with Senna. It's one back. Oh, no, it's not one back by Kevin Colley. It's just going to be kept in Masson. Just can't get that touch to keep the ball inside. Taggart. I'm going to say Alloa have started the game probably the better team. Obviously early doors yet, just a couple of minutes in, but certainly look comfortable on the ball. We've got Stephen Boyd driving in. In the middle, it's blocked both times by Senna, and then it does bounce into the goalkeeper's hands. Not quite sure how we made it there. And McAllister up there. Marston seems to be playing off them. Certainly looks to be a diamond formation from Cove. To Durnan. Deep in the fog. Plays up the line, finds the gap. Ball just nipped away from Senna. Before Gilmore just recycles it, plays it across the back line. That's a nice ball out to Taggart. Again, plenty of space on. This is how it's going to be if they're going to play. Well, Scougall tries to pick out Taggart, but if Cove are going to play so narrow, there's going to be lots of space for the fullback, and that's something, one of Alloa's strengths. Gilmore. Playing it wide. We're out here with Stephen Boyd. So I know you'll not be able to see that at all, but he is driving into the box. Just a foot in by Cove. Alloa retain possession and they work it around the far side of the park. Nice touch from Boyd. I have no idea what happened. Another block shot, it seemed. We're out for a throw in on the far side. You have to say the conditions. Don't know how long we'll last in this game. Again, the ball not breaking for Alloa in the middle, but Cove seem to be struggling so far. Graham can only knock it off Masson. It's a little dangerous. Masson with space to drive into it. Up against the experienced captain. How the ball's got in there. As you see, Robertson to Henderson, takes it down to feet and playing wide to Boyd. Boyd's looking excellent. Just a couple of times now he's got in against his. Well, I thought it maybe came off somewhere. That was just a shot from Scott Taggart. It was well wide at the end. And goals for Cove. Again, they opt to go short. It's under some pressure. Scougall winning it back. Morgan Nealon. Alloa winning the ball back high, but Scougall still on the floor. What a rope they play on. I wonder how long that's going to go on for. It's an awkward one. Stefan Scougall. treatment, it seems. He has been one who's picked up a few different injuries. Seen him wobbling away at the end of games. He's always a busy player. Hopefully one who does pick up these little knocks. The Alloa fans that have attended today, they're in fine voice. It's not looking good for Scugo. 3 out warming up for Alloa. I do wonder how they would shake things up. Maybe O'Donnell on the bench. Be the like for like substitute. Certainly taking his time. He's walking off. There seems to be something in the back. So Cove launch it back at and we'll go again from the back. Boyd holding that ball up, gets the ball back to Robertson. I don't think he's done too much to help Senna in there. Let's come back to Durnan. It's a bit of an awkward ball for Kevin Colley, who doesn't take it. Cove are going to come away. Scully, his pass is misplaced. Scugo tags on the overlap. It's got Hendo inside. Gilmore playing that anchor. Graham finds Scugo, who's dropping well deep now. Yeah, he's going to be the option. I think he thought that Taggart was there for the pass. So I feel that Durnan was probably aiming for Scugo. Just a bit slack from Alloa. Well, just that clearance between the Alloa players, and Cove will come away with it 5 in the middle. Doing that forward, Meganson. Right, need to process elimination over there. It's up against Robertson. He's won the throw in against whoever's on the Cove right. Shane Logan today was in front of me not too long ago. Taken down by Boyd. Anderson bringing it in the middle, just laying it off to Coley, and again Alloa finding space on the wing. Taggart, Scugo, Coley, Gilmore. Taggart waiting for the run. Scugo takes it down, lays it off for Senna. The rebound, challenging, but again, Alloa making a little interplay, finding the gaps in behind the Cove Rangers team. I said just because they're shaped as a diamond, they're going to struggle. Another team that plays with a lot of width. Scored down by that corner flag, just trying to win something. It will get the throw in. It's probably placed better for a long throw. Alloa have had a habit of trying to find Andy Graham with a long throw, but this time it's Senna, the target in the middle. It's going to be short to Colley, and again knocked it. McAllister back there doing the defending. Senna just misses out from 5'8". Good strong foot in from Gilmore. He does somehow keep the ball, and Alloa just sort of shimmy back into defensive positions. Strong tackle from Durnan, but he's left the ball behind. It's just going to be loose looking by Cove. Ball in the middle. Oh. Dealt with by Taggart. It's a dangerous one. It was Higginson in the centre waiting for that to connect. 5-8. Switching it out to the foggy side. Robertson's on his bad foot over there, but he's so far proven quite effective blocking his winger. 5-8. And Dunnan's just mistimed that one. He's got the Cove Rangers midfielder. See Vigors over there. He's just taking a sore one. Don't think there was anything malicious in that. He's going to get talking to from the referee. Not the greatest area to give away a free kick. Cove Rangers players who are enjoy their free kicks. Definitely one you wouldn't want to give. Might just be a bit too far out for him. Certainly for Alloa, hopefully. Ian Vigors now going down. Looks like he's going to be in a bit of trouble. Receive some treatment from the Cove physio. Not the best thing, such a cold day, to have this stoppage. A signal from the bench is to substitute Vigors. Not sure exactly what he's done, whether it's a knee or a thigh. He's certainly really struggling as he comes off the park. Early substitution for Cove then. Not sure if I can see any trying to warm up. Just the instructions are coming. See someone stripping on the bench. This might be a cold introduction. Ian Vigors is really struggling. Straight down the tunnel for him. It's going to be a late Macintosh down there. Late Macintosh confirmed by the announcer. Still waiting on the free kick. Standing over at 5-8. So another striker to join the mix, so really 3 for Cove. See how they sort that front line. As an end. 5-8 who drills it at the bottom corner. Alloa do deal with it in the end. It's a good save by Hutton. Down low, he's left. So he's a long time to look at that one. Any closer though, in 5-8 is going to be a real danger from the edge of the box. tough corner in the end, and Alloa get that back. Skugel, not a great clearance. He had plenty of time to take that down and turn away. Henderson, you know, he's done really well to hold that up. He's just waiting on reinforcements. He's going to play it wide to Taggart. Cove seeming tentative so far. Certainly happy to let Alloa have a lot of the ball. I think Paul Hartley mentioned that last time when Alloa met. It was a Scottish Cup game, and Cove ended up 3-2 winners against Peter Grant's side on that day. And he said he's happy to let Alloa have the ball because they'll not hurt you. So far in this game, certainly Alloa have looked bright, and again Cove are happy to let Alloa have that ball. Henderson dropping extremely deep, getting involved in the game. We'll see what the runs are behind. There's nothing for Vinny to pick out. As I should say is Vinny Durnan, the nickname for the big man because he's like Vinnie Jones. And now we get the visibility clearing up, thank goodness. Cove come away with the ball, 5-8, driving in behind under the challenge. Henderson comes away from that, and Cove getting some comfortable possession at the back. 5-8, another player who's probably playing a bit below his level. He's had a lot of injuries in his career. Seems to have done well at Cove, kept himself fit. Not the best of touches there. Fivey just sits in a row with, if they're familiar with Alloa, Ian Flanagan would always just take the ball off the defence like that. Just creates a bit of space, and he's always looking. It's great to always have an option. Takes a lot of pressure off you. That's it, he seems to be so comfortable on the ball as well. He's trying to launch it in behind for McAllister. Dealt with by the combination of Andy Graham and Scott Taggart, but we'll just head the ball out for a throw-in. This attack will restart. Cove moving across their back line. Nice easy possession. There they are, really high. Like Alloa set back on their 18-yard line. Plenty of space for Cove to play in front of them. Marson getting in behind the striker. Plenty of good work there from Colley to do the defensive work. He knocks him out wide. Let's come back to Marson. They're trying to work the space for Megginson. Great challenge from Andy Graham. Durnan doing enough between him and Taggart, getting the ball away, and Skugel can only launch out with Scully. Collects 5-8. Again, intelligent play from the two Cove strikers to work that opening there. Didn't quite come off, but it's as bright as they've looked. McIntosh is way out on this right hand side, and again you can see Megginson trying the dummy to get it to go through to McAllister. Again, doesn't quite work this time, and Alloa will come away with the ball, and the long ball from Gilmore, pinpoint to Boyd on the far side. In the middle, Zena just trying to work a little bit of an angle. Robertson, he is awkward out there, you can see it. He always wants to come out on that right foot. Did make the run in behind, but Durnan opted not to use him. Colley looking for it in the middle, coming deep, dragging the Cove Rangers centre back out, and we're going to work the space in behind if the pass is not good enough from Skugel. And McAllister's went down a bit easy. Graham vaulted over the top of him. Takes the ball away, we just play on. And it's given away by Colley. Megginson will pick it up. 5-8. Driving into the Alloa third. Swinging it out wide, it's way too high for McIntosh to take on the far side. Alloa launch it forward. It's going to be second attempt through to Henderson. Skugel. I can't find the gap through his man, but it bounces for Gilmore. Again, Boyd. What can he do? Trying to drive towards the byline, foot in. It's going to be a goal kick. Just trying that shimmy past his man. He's claiming for the corner, but we'll get no joy in that. Cove Rangers come away with it. Set Ross over there. And the temperature here is bitingly cold. This fog's probably taking us down a couple of degrees. That direct ball into McAllister, and it's Taggart who's in at centre back, having to make a vital put his man off. And you can see why they get so many goals at Cove. The two front men are two of the best in the SPFL, certainly in the lower leagues. So Graham bringing it forward. Had a great impact. When he did this last week, he almost found the opener. Robertson inside to Henderson. Henderson's dropping very deep today. It's something that I do notice. When you try and play long balls over the top to him, he's always going to struggle just because of his stature. Certainly running onto the ball, there's very few who'll challenge him, and he is tending to drop very deep. And Graham, again, just on different wavelengths with his right back. Taggart aborted his run. Go back to the goalkeeper here as it's judged to be still rolling. Oh, this is an awkward one. Oh, and I think Cove do get away with it. Coley has just nipped in, just like he always does. He's a terrier, fighting to get that ball back. It doesn't make it easier for Alloa. Taggart having to go all the way back to Graham, and they'll build from deep in their own half. Like I said, it's absolutely frozen here at Cove. Gilmore taking it short. I don't know why my computer has switched over to Fahrenheit, but if you're in North America, that's 37 degrees Fahrenheit. It's forecast, but I think it might be lower than that. It's frozen. A bit of wind sort of driving in from the mountains as well. Just on that far side, Alloa slowing it down. Robertson plays it all the way back to his goalkeeper. Graham. It's a little keep ball at the back, a little rest. Turning, taking it out wide, trying to find this ball through the middle. Just goes up the line in the end, and Boyd just in vain knocks it out. It's going to be a goal kick no matter what he did. Many people's pick for the league title. I've said a few times they've been the most consistent team. Solid result against Falkirk, 2-0 last week. Was it 3-0? I'm forgetting now. A solid win again against what you would probably expect the full-time team to be the most well-resourced side in the league, but they're struggling over at Falkirk. Advantage played as Kevin Colley puts in a bit of a late challenge. Again, the ball in the middle, they like the dummy. Andy Graham again just not fooled. Partially cleared, but Cove work it down to that right hand side again. Leighton McIntosh, ball into the centre. It's flicked for Meggins, and I don't think he could get it under control. Thankfully for Alloa, and it rebounds. Henderson driving out wide. And I think if he'd committed to the run down the line, he'd been taken out and got the free kick. As it was, he's just protected the ball with his foot, and he's knocked it out as he's went down. Good challenge for Senna. There's not enough to take the ball off the Seb Ross. Scully, 5-8 again. We're finding plenty of space just in front of this defence. Henderson driving away, finding space on the right. He is absolutely rapid. We've said this a lot of times. Gets the ball into the middle. Can Senna take it down? Lays it off wide. And hooked away by that man. He's no goal scorer, is our John Robertson. Sorry. Well over Mackenzie's goal. Again, Cove's turn to attack. They seem to favour this right hand side. Oh. Low ball across the 6-yard box is picked out quite easily in the end by Hutton, but again a dangerous position to be in for Cove. They'll survive and they'll come away with the captain. Just taking their time. Sorry. I can maybe pull that out that way if you want in. Gilmore to Colley. Tag it. Just no options. Does Cove remain compact? Visibility dropping as we get about midway through this half. It's Robertson over the far side. Boyd. It's given away. We're just playing in a bit too tight at an angle. Scully. Space for Megginson. That's a terrible pass. And this is dangerous. He's just wandered offside, Henderson, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway, but he wanted the ball early. In the middle. Again, just slowly, patiently working from Cove. On the right hand side. Out by Robertson somehow again, and Boyd playing the crossfield ball, looking for Taggart. It's an awkward one for the Cove left back. Scully plays it out for a Alloa throw in. Taggart inside to Gilmore. McAllister biting at his heels, but he goes back to Durnan. Andy Graham with plenty of time. Durnan's not had the same time on the return pass, and Blair Yule's done very well. But Andy Graham, again, we talk about his anticipation. He's fantastic when it comes to that ball there. and he's on an odyssey here. He's up the right wing as he comes back there now. Boyd wide, just slowing it down again. Going back to Robertson. Henderson's come very, very deep to get involved in the play, which has been a fixture today. But a long ball through here, looking for Skugel, picked up by McKenzie. Yule. Is that ball wide? McIntosh with that interesting touch. It doesn't quite get it under control and knocks it out for an Alloa throw-in on that far side. They take it quickly. Durnan into the goalkeeper. You can say that again against Hutton all the time. He's always an option at the back, just an anchor man to reset the play. There with that confident touch back to his centre half. Yeah, it's fantastic to watch 5-8. Just knocking that ball around. Robertson up against McIntosh. Does enough for Boyd to get a foot in. It will go back to right back. Yule in the middle. Oh, he's almost freed by McAllister's 1-2 there. Just couldn't quite grab the ball under control as he tried to drive into the Alba box. McAllister somehow, he's in the wars today. It's certainly a tough physical battle with Durnan and Graham in the middle. Very experienced operators in there. You can see the sort of invention that the Cove have from their forwards that's probably missing, you would say missing at Alloa. Andy Graham does enough, kind of out wide here to Skugel. There's no high press at Cove. Alloa knocking it back to the defence under no pressure. But Durnan, he wants to have a wee run with it, can play it up the line. Boyd. Back to Durnan. His switch across the park. Just an awkward one as Meganson looked to get on the end of it. Oh, fantastic ball. Skugel with a nice touch as well to escape two Cove Rangers players. Alloa so far working backwards with the ball. Happy to keep possession, which has been a bit of a change from how we've played earlier on in the season. We've used more counter-attacks. So far in this game, we're looking to dominate the ball, I feel. Certainly something that was spoke about in last week's game. Against Clyde, Alloa had plenty of possession, plenty of chances as well. Maybe not too many golden ones, but a lot of times they made it into the box and just made the wrong decision. But they certainly dominated the ball. Plenty of shouts from the Cove Rangers fans about the time taken to get that throw in. I don't know why he's giving a push in the back for Henderson. Will be an Alloa free kick just inside this Cove Rangers half. Two big men in the middle. It's going to be taken short though. Gives Taggart a chance to move it forward. And a dink from Colley. It's poor. He will get a second attempt. This time he goes wide to Taggart, who's got to cut in on that left foot, which is no ideal. Alloa again, like I said, comfortable on the ball. They'll work it between the defenders. Gilmore knocking it back all the way to the goalkeeper. We'll restart. This time it's a miss-hit from Durnan, and it's broken straight for McIntosh. He'll play it back to Fivey, but excellent challenge from Gilmore. Robs him of the ball. And Alloa will start the attack. Taggart. He's not managed to find the angle. And foul against Skugel. I don't think anyone's happy. The Cove Rangers player had gone away from Stefan Skugel, but he's been pulled back to take that free kick again, and Alloa can get back in numbers. It's a nice dummy from Yule as he sends Senna the wrong way. Meganson wide. McIntosh on that far side. Blocks across, out for a Cove Rangers throw-in. Still only thing to really trouble David Hutton's goal was that free kick from Fraser Five earlier. There's 5 minutes to go to half time. It's not going to challenge as Durnan clears that away, and I think Senna's maybe lost it in the light. Cove are going to launch it up that line, and Robertson can head it forward. No one to collect apart from Cove Rangers. McAllister on the edge of the box, lays it off for Masson, and that is a rocket. Cove Rangers have the lead. It's Jamie Masson. You have to say, that's an unbelievable strike into the top corner. And he did it at Alloa a few years ago in the Scottish Cup. He's done it again today. And Alloa will need to come from behind again. The space in behind has not been available for Cove, really. They've found something anyway with an outrageous strike from Masson. Just the layoff. You've got to look at your defensive midfielders to be tracking that man. Falk has just rolled in, which is probably perfect timing. Andy Graham. It's going to be an awkward one up against McAllister. Foul given against him. Turning on the far side again, the fog rolling in. As I said, if this game gets abandoned in its duration, it will be rearranged for another frozen winter night. As we've found out in the past, it's doesn't matter the score, it's going to be replayed. And Skugel, it's body blocked, but Henderson calmly takes that, wait for his midfielder to get back up. And we'll start again. Senna. Skugel. Taggart. Again giving it away. Skugel trying his best to get it away from. I think that's excellent. Yeah, that is excellent from Gilmore. Gets his body in front of McAllister, and the hands on his back's enough for the referee to give a free kick. Oh, and that is a really nasty one. Megginson straight through the back of Gilmore. It's going to be a yellow card for the Cove striker. It's a bit of afters there. It's certainly been aggressive so far, Gilmore. But that is a really nasty late challenge. Durnan just bringing it into the Cove half. Henderson. And he's been very quiet today. So far he's been the main provider of Alloa goals. Graham allowed to... Oh, look at this. 1-2 on the edge of the box and dinged into the middle. No one can quite get the rebound. There's I think there's a high foot in there. And that's an interesting move from Andy Graham. Cove will come away with the ball and it's nothing in the end, but I like that bit of innovation from the captain. Durnan. Wide to Boyd. Cove back in numbers now. Everybody in their half just looking for to hold that lead until half time. Scugo. Lunge is going to be awarded to Cove. Just must have came off Scugo down in that corner. Just blocked by the home team's dugout. Gilmore trying to get away. He's robbed in the end. It's Durnan. Oh. Well, the Alloa centre back are out now. It's going to be 2-on-2 it looks. McAllister gets it wide to Megginson, who's going to stop. Don't know, he wants the free kick. I mean, Cove all in the Alloa half now. If you can see anything, you can see more than me. Senna's going to cut that ball out. It's Boyd charging up the line. Somehow he's made it through between three Cove players. Just a little coming together on that far side. Eventually one another way. Durnan inside his own half. Looking at the options in front of him, like I said, it's Cove deep in their own half. I think they are much more comfortable as a compact unit, and then breaking away, trying to find the ball over the top. It's easily cut out by 5'8". Senna with the foot in, but it's not going to break for Boyd on the far side. Here we are, half time. Sides separated by a unbelievable Jamie Masson shot. Like I said, the game's far from over, and we'll see if it reaches the end as the fog rolls in and the temperature continues to drop. We'll leave you with the half-time highlights. We'll see how much of that first half you could actually see. Punchline so far, Cove 1, Alloa 0. We're underway here in Aberdeen. Cove who launch it long down the right. Boyd can't get that ball under control. You'll pick it up. Set Ross here. And 5 is caught late by Senna. Talking to by the referee. He's reaching for his pocket, and a yellow card for Mohamed Senna Niang. He's saying it's just his first tackle, but it's kind of the one that's hurt the Cove midfielder. He's been running the show in the first half. Very impressive display. Shout for the managers to calm down for Senna. So again, it's going to be Alloa trying to dodge the yellow cards. I think it's Durnan picked up a yellow earlier. So Durnan and Senna, the danger men so far. There's been a lot of movement for 5. Here we go. Start looks to be happening. 5, he gets up gingerly. Morgan Neal stands over the ball ready to launch it towards the Alloa goal. And he goes towards this near side looking for Begginson. We can just let that clear in. As the fog rolls in. Again, the joys of Scottish football in winter. I'm a big advocate of summer football, so the sooner that comes in, the better. If it does come in at all. Graham to Gilmore. Playing it across the defence, it's going to be Durnan. Option Robertson wide. He's trying to play it forward, but again, Cove cut it out. It's Niang. Gilmore to Coley. Looking for that long ball through. Absolutely losing focus because all it's focusing on is the fog on this near side. There's a Cove throw in on that far side. They're going to launch it up the line. Going to knock it beyond Andy Graham. He led it. It's into an area where there are plenty of Alloa players, but they've led a roll for the Cove Rangers players, and Kevin Colley's on the wrong side of Blair Yule. It's picked out well by Robertson. Again, another calm, experienced head from Alloa. I've said it a few times that he's out of position playing at that left back, but you would never know it. Just maybe sometimes you see the... It's going to be a late challenge on Senna. Alloa get a free kick just inside their own ball. Yeah, just inside their own half, sorry. Just keep that ball rolling. Passing it about. Again, it's all about how they get in behind Cove. Since Cove have sort of went wider with their defence, they've not found the same joy as in the early period where Marson, Yule and Fivey were all sort of central, but they've found a bit of space here with McAllister inside the box and cut out by Andy Graham. It'll go for a Cove Rangers corner. Again, a vital impact from the captain. Flick on there up that line, and it's very simple in behind. Makeshift left back John Robertson. Going to have the corner into the middle. Larson's delivery. Durnan gets it down. Colley can roll it forward to Henderson, who's coming for feet. Trying the switch. Doesn't make it through though. Instead, Cove advance through McAllister. Wide to Masson. What does he fancy? The dink this time. And there's a shout. But I feel like that would have been very harsh. Durnan certainly just jumping for a header in the middle. Let's see who that was. McIntosh in the centre. Bit of a mismatched fight. Mismatched fight even. There's very few players you'd find trying to take on Durnan. A battle of strength. Flashes the ball across goal, and Fivey just knocks it wide at David Hutton's goal. Alloa slow to get things going again. Plenty of time for Cove to close them down, and they have. Won the ball high here. There's space on the edge of the box. Gilmore's closing it down, and I'm sure where that ball's went, but it's well wide in the end. I would think it's went out of the park. Away on that right hand side, and a few times the plays broke down at Taggart today. He's not been the same attacking outlet that he normally is. Alloa just seem to be comfortable just knocking it across their back line. Again, when you're chasing the game, it's like 1-0 down to that cracking strike from Masson. Just know how you want to approach. It's like there's a chimney in the ground, just fog running in. So Alloa attempting to keep Cove Rangers in this corner. Plenty of men high. Certainly back Alloa as a team that's aggressive enough to win that ball. Some afters here between McAllister and Boyd. And the ball was certainly there to be won. The afters for the two of them a bit sour. It's going to be a yellow card for both. And a goal free kick for the original infringement. Ball short to Fivey. He continues his run down that right hand side as well. For the cross into the middle is blocked by Alloa. Boyd again doing his defensive duties. Comes Masson. It's going to be on the corner. Lots of big men at the back. On the run for Cove. Headed away by Andy Graham in the end, but it's only going to be a corner from the return end, which is even worse conditions to view. Like I said, if the game's deemed to not continue, it will be rearranged for another, I imagine, a Tuesday night. It'll probably be in the winter. I'm not exactly sure what's happened there. It's came back twice, and then the front post, John Robertson knocking away for another corner. Delivery into the middle. It is aimed at the back post. Durnan strong enough there. Henderson can't win the ball back. It'll be knocked back to Blair Yule. Still plenty of men forward to Cove, and the aim for McIntosh. Sort of a high foot left there by Boyd. Fivey just comes inside, complete to Yule. Cove have been good in possession so far in this half, and that's not been the greatest thing to see for Alloa. They were much better in the first half. I wonder if the pressure they've been down behind is getting to them. And certainly it's Cove who've taken control of this ball. Archie's round centre, who's on the yellow card, so there's a half-hearted challenge from him. It will roll through to Hutton. Now will come away unscathed. Gilmore. Nice touch forward. Again, Alloa struggling to get it under control there. I think that's Scugo there making the run forward, who's not been able to do anything. There's plenty of space down the other side for McIntosh. Good strong foot in by Durnan. I think that is going to be another Cove Rangers corner. Quick feet on the byline, and I think Alloa have kind of got away with that. That's Stephen Boyd winning a goal kick. I think it probably came off him before it went out of the park, but the linesmen and officials have judged the other way. Again, Alloa struggling to get forward. Again, the sort of lofted ball toward Henderson's no ideal. Durnan coming wide to face up. Ross to McIntosh. Oh! And either that's a dive or a penalty, and it has been given as a penalty. I think Durnan clearly pulled out the challenge. We'll just look at the replay. See if that sheds any more light on it. Oh, I'm not sure whether I'm not sure if Durnan makes any movement towards it. There's certainly a bit of contact, but that is very harsh, very harsh. There's no movement to the ball from Durnan. And up steps McAllister. A whole host of these goals this season have been from the spot. He's been clinical. I have to say, David Hutton's got a great record in saving them. And just once again slots it. And Cove take a commanding lead. It's Rory McAllister to make it 2. Sains Hutton the wrong way, doubles the Cove advantage. And you'd think now the only thing that will save Alloa. Is that fog thickening up again? But Alloa are going to make instant changes. It's Connor Salmon. Stefanski goes off. Just looking, Connor Salmon's going to be the man who, target man. See if we can use him. It's a big question to ask against Morgan Neal. Henderson's not been getting the same kind of impact that he normally has up front. Salmon in there instantly. It's just a nuisance. Doesn't get the break of the ball this time as it goes through to McKenzie, but there'll be plenty more of that in this game, you can be sure of.
Is the linesman could have you thought he could have been doing for the linesman.
5-8. Goalkeeper McKenzie sending it along. That's an interesting ball in behind. Hutton out. There's shouts that he's outside his box. His feet are still inside his box anyway. So Graham's forced back to the goalie. This is lost somewhere in the fog. I don't know if anybody knows where that is. Obviously, Cove Rangers centre half coming out. He knew where it was. He headed it straight back to Alloa. Commanding header. Who can play? Finney. Nobody, because it goes long. It's not found. I can't believe that's not a push in the back. Robertson, who sort of miscontrolled that. He's come to Macintosh. The dink into the middle. Easy collect for Hutton. Graham wide to Durnan. Henderson taking the ball down. For options. That far side. It's calm, it's patient from Alloa. Oh, and a beautiful dink through ball. Trying to pick out centre in the middle. Boyd's ball doesn't connect. That was a nice move from Alloa. Again, Cove finding the space in behind, but they're cut out by Graham. And fantastic footwork from the captain. When he's in this mood, he's great to watch, Andy Graham. I just think it's a shame he's a centre back, but Henderson's given that away. But it's fine. As Andy Graham again will sweep up for Alloa. I need to play him at centre mid at this point. He's been one of the most creative. Giving the 1-2s. His cross into the middle was another highlight of the first half. As Alloa looked to open the scoring at that point. Henderson driving through. He is going to be caught by 5-8. Alloa will have a free kick and a chance to get all the big men forward. It's Gilmore who's going to deliver this deep free kick. Just like to see him put it in the first half. I had one with Taggart and Colley that was taken short and it never made it in. Gilmore does deliver it. Durnan can't get anything on it apart from head it backwards, and John Robertson will head it back in. Does well. Oh, I think that's a bit of an impact between Gilmore. I don't know if it was between him and Robertson, but he's went down. And this is awkward. There's men on that side, and Durnan. Oh, well, I thought Durnan was struggling for it. So a bit of an impact between Gilmore and Robertson, or the Cove Rangers man on him, but as he got up slowly, there was space for McIntosh on the far side. Just thankfully Cove couldn't find him. Kevin Colley dinking it into the channel for Salmon, who's done really well. He's played it inside for Boyd, and he drives through. He's just fouled the Cove Rangers centre half. I mean, so far Boyd's been one of the more dynamic Alloa players, getting more of him on the ball. So a few people have said that maybe it'd be better to have two in the middle, maybe even Boyd. Certainly Henderson's got an isolated figure at times. Looks like Salmon might be suffering the same fate. It's McIntosh who wins the header. Put it out for an Alloa throw down in this corner. McIntosh. That's a great bit of control from Durnan on his thigh, but he just pings it straight to a Cove Rangers player, and the attack restarts. McIntosh again going for the byline. He's going to be robbed by Gilmore, who's claiming for it, but he can only give away a Cove Rangers throw-in. Send Ross down to that corner to take it. And that's the strength of the Cove Rangers team. When you look at somebody like McIntosh, who's obviously not started the game, he would have started on the bench if not for the injury. And the Graham though cuts that ball out, can launch it long, taken down on the chest by Connor Salmon. The flick away, picked up by Colley, but Alloa again forced backwards. Good touch from Gilmore. Very happy to play in this area, sort of behind, but there's not a lot of movement for Henderson. He's charging down the line and he's barged. He's robbed the possession. Durnan, as well switched on. The Alloa centre half has taken the ball away. Senna. Henderson inside the box, what can he do? Smash it against the defender. Robertson tries to float one. Breaks for Colley. He can only knock it around the Cove player before the inevitable clearance. And McAllister with the quick feet. He does play it to an offside McIntosh, but he did well to escape Durnan. Just in the last couple of minutes, some signs of life from Alloa up front. Good to see. If we're going to have a competition in the last 20 minutes of this game, it's rapidly slipping away. And the Graham trying, or is that John Robertson trying to ding through? Doesn't find Boyd though. Gilmore's got a tired run to make. Again, McIntosh on this wing with a space to attack. Knocks it inside. Senna can easily cut it out. Who's going to make the positive runs going forward though? There's just no Alloa options. is worked across the park, and Alloa will eventually make it into the Cove Rangers half. Boyd on the far side goes all the way back to the centre half. Cove back in numbers. It's Coley. That's Boyd who brought it back out left, but Andy Graham knocks it across to Durnan, and Henderson. Robertson wide of him. Doesn't fancy that option, he just keeps it moving. Gilmore's under pressure. Durnan. Happy for the centre back to bring it into the Cove half. Past the Cove players, and Alloa have forged an opening here. Cross from Taggart. There's men down in the middle for Alloa, but it's over hit. Must have came off someone from Cove and missed that. Will be a throw in the corner. Looking at Robbo with the throw in to make something, and the layoff from the throw in's no good. And Adam King is the next player for Alloa to join the play. Not sure if he's going to replace. It's going to be Kevin Coley. He struggled in an attacking sense as well. It's as much of the Alloa players have. We know King's got a ridiculous strike. Just in the vein of Jamie Masson, he's done it against Montrose. I think he almost had a screamer against Dumbarton as well. Looks like Senna's just for Cove Rangers as well. That's Robertson coming on. Rory McAllister's shift's done for the night. It's a vital penalty conversion. Has been a hard shift for the Cove strikers. Henderson knocking it back to Gilmore. He's under plenty of pressure. Just forced to knock it back towards his own goal, Graham. King with his first touches of the game. Gilmore. King. Durnan. This is Durnan so advanced. Does he fancy the shot? He dinks, but straight through in the end. Got Henderson running onto it. I don't know if it's still a very difficult one to run onto it. If it was meant for him. And that's what Alloa need to be doing. That's it when your centre halves are so far forward. But what is going on here? Robertson charging through everyone, and he's caught late. Robertson, it will be an Alloa free kick. We've switched sides as well for Boyd and Henderson. So in fact, Henderson's probably behind the striker just now. It's Adam King who I'm going to say probably Adam King who's wide. Maybe we Alloa have just matched up with a similar formation to what Cove had rocked up to. Certainly Connor Salmon, when he's on the field, he makes a lot of unselfish runs. He's running off picture, just trying to make space. Is Henderson involved? Again, looking for a 1-2. King. Gilmore. Ball wide. And what can Boyd do? There's so many Cove Rangers players just blocking his way. It's all the way wide to Taggart. Again, not really finding anything. The cross in for Adam King's short, headed away by Cove, and can they find their way out the Alloa bodies? Connor Salmon's just got his legs trapped there. It's going to be a Cove free kick. And the league leaders are looking good.
So we've played 4 games already.
Kenzie knocking it long. It's going to be right on through and straight on to an Alloa goal kick. Just looking around the league. Clyde and Airdrie, their match was abandoned because of the weather. East Fife and Falkirk, their match was abandoned. And elsewhere in the games that survive, it's 3-2 Peterhead. They're at Dumbarton today. And the other one that affects the top, Montrose are drawn 1-1 with Queen's Park. Just the same as us, it's 76 minutes played in those games. Senna's rolled the ball. Boyd, with a peg. The ricochet is going to be picked up by Durnan. So he can beat one man, Boyd, but he can't make it through everybody. Alloa. This is the problem we've had against teams who are entrenched in their own half. They've really struggled to find these golden opportunities. That's something that I said against Clyde. We had plenty of possession. We made chances. I think we're struggling to make chances in this game though. Robertson, White to Boyd. He's holding the ball under plenty of pressure. The hands on his back's enough for the referee to give the foul. It's not exactly a shooting angle for Boyd. Again, the big men are the target in the middle. Connor Salmon, Mark Durnan, Andy Graham. John Robertson's also excellent in the air. We've got top scorer Ewan Henderson buzzing about the penalty spot. Boyd's delivery. It's going to be cut out. Restarted by Senna. Most are forward still for Alloa, so another chance to bang it in the box. It's up for Salmon. Graham, half-hearted attempt, and I think that was a knock between Gilmore. There's 4 on 3. Andy Graham charging back the way. Cove sort of slowed it down, but they cut inside. Drilled wide. McIntosh against Robertson, and he's chopped. But the shot straight at Hutton, and collected at the second attempt ahead of Mitch Megginson. Salmon manages to chest it down to Henderson. Henderson charging wide. Again, he's got to look forward. Just Cove blocking off every opportunity, but Salmon running in behind. He is unused, but just about kept in by Mackenzie. Salmon there, if he had better close control. Just 10 minutes to go, just over that. And will the weather help us before this final whistle comes? It's going to take a lot to get 2 goals in this Cove Rangers team so far. They're pretty stout in defence. I have to say, when the goals are going against Alloa, when it's an even game, its heads are up. It's kind of looked aimless since the first went in. Launching it forward, Salmon trying to get the flick on, but two Alloa players buzzing about, trying to pick it up. I think Senna's lost it. Break of the ball goes for Blair Yule in the middle. Again, poor passing for Cove, they've given it away. And it's 3-4 passes, there's just no really any options going forward, that's the problem. And when they do go forward, they delay, they dally, they turn around and play it backwards, and we start again. Every build-up seems to be just a bit too slow. Boyd, I think the chance will come if we get a bit of joy down these wings with the tricky players that we've got. Robertson inside to Durnan. Big switch is on, which he goes for. It's going to be aimed for Taggart. The right back doesn't have the greatest of touches on the second attempt either, and Gilmore battling against Yule's going to give away a free kick. All pressure again goes. It's Alloa back with Durnan. So I can hear the shout from the manager, it's movement, Samo, movement. Certainly something needs to be created. We need to be busy about this final third. Robertson looking for Salmon. It's got hands on the Cove Rangers defender. So far the ref's been very picky with his whenever the hands have been up, and again it's a Cove Rangers free kick. Kenzie launching it long. We'll get the ball back, but Gilmore will give it straight away. It's frustrating, he's aiming for the channels, but there's just nobody there to collect for Alloa. And at times like that, it's a bit pointless. Gilmore does win a free kick and gets the ball back, but again it's nice, it's neat, it's 100% in front of Cove. On that far side, working with Taggart, ball in the middle. Henderson gets the turn and works it with Senna. Just always a leg extended for Cove to block Alloa's progression. Senna there getting the ball caught in his legs. Never been easy. We've got to be pushing high here. We've got to be pressure on man v man. Cove are just seem to find the extra man every time as one presses at a time. Curling effort. Mitch Megginson with a screamer. That came out of nowhere. Again, another ridiculous attempt. Curled it into the top corner though. And you've got to be impressed with that finish. He goes on to 9 goals for the season in the league anyway. And pretty abject day for Alloa all in all. We'll just look at it again. That's it's one of them that's perfect delivery. He's cutting in on that left hand side. It's Church warming up on the side, and he looks to be stripped, so he'll be coming on soon. You'd have to say there's no lot of hope left in this game. I imagine whatever happens now, the game will be played out. And anything that does come from Alloa is going to be too little too late. There's another free kick is given for the hosts. So the sponsors man of the match is Fraser Fivey. That's probably fair. He's been excellent today. Plays a great role in front of the Cove back line, just recycling that ball, knocking passes left and right. He's obviously a strong contender whenever he plays. Jamie Marson's day's over. It's going to be Leach replacing him. Short cameo for him. By Alloa. Andy Graham making his runs at the end of the game, but forced back. I think it's one of these times that you just throw caution at, well, it's maybe not worth getting a 4 or 5-0 defeat at this point, but it'll be great to see something from Alloa. They've not found the right passages of play there. Again, Taggart. He's got to slow down, come back towards his own goal. It's going to be a bit of individual skill. Gilmore, Lanky midfielder on loan for St Johnson, finding his way through. He wins a free kick. He does really well. Some protests from the Cove Rangers left back. I think he's been booked for his protests. Again, an opportunity for Alloa to get the ball in the box and sort of dent the invincibility that Cove have shown all game. They've shown it in the league a good few times. It's a poor ball in. It is hooked up in the air. Cove do get it away. Out to Hutton. He's just going to wait until his attackers get back in line. Salmon. To Gilmore. Back to Graham. His forward ball. It's poor. Headed over by Robbo. Trying to free Salmon, and it's more hope than anything else. from Alloa. The takedown from Salmon only goes for a throw. Puts himself about. Looks like a wrestler, but he's been able to conjure a touch. Ross is throwing up that line. Robertson can only head it into a dangerous area. It's knocked in behind. Adam King's doing some good defensive duties. Manages to get that ball out and knock it as safe as he could manage, which is a throw in down by the corner flag. He's going to have a check on the scores as well. Yeah, well, Montrose and Queen's Park has ended, so Cove are extending their lead at the top of the league. Alloa, well, obviously there'll be plenty of games in hand to see how they shape up, but it's another game, 0 points on the board. I wonder at what stage it's going to be pressure on for to even make the playoffs. Sitting 6 just now, a point behind Falkirk, and they're 4 points behind Airdrie. And Gilmore just wants the referee to play as he draws the ball back. And no matter what happened there, it's going to make a big impact. King. Target. Gilmore. Henderson with the 1-2, and he's looking for it again. He's run sort of shadows behind the Cove players. Senna. Robertson. Dink into corner, Salmon. It's an awkward touch from Senna, can only turn towards the sideline. First time challenge from Stephen Boyd. Well, we're deep into added on time. The referee's keeping track of this, certainly. Final whistle needs to be sounded soon. That's exactly what the referee does. Game over here at Balmoral Stadium. Cove Rangers 3, Alloa Athletic 1, and three great strikes. I'd say 2 great strikes and a penalty. Marson got us underway in the first half as he struck high into the net. And then in the second half, it was maybe a debatable penalty against Durnan, but McAllister showed no hesitation and put the goalkeeper the wrong way. And then rounded off by Mitchell Megginson at the end, curling it into the top corner. It's a rough day again for the Wasps. I'll leave you with the highlights, and I'll see you next week.